Herb Secret to Happy Life, Story of Three Brothers. Studio Microphone Part 1. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green hills and silent rivers, there lived three brothers. Their names were Amir, Bashir, and Camille. They were born to the same loving parents, grew up in the same house, and shared the same meals every day. Yet, as they grew older, their hearts began to seek different paths. Their father, before passing away, had told them, "Greater than, the secret to a happy life is not in gold or fame. It is something deeper. Find it, and you will always live in peace." But he never explained what that secret was. This last sentence echoed in each brother's mind, and one day, they decided to set out and discover the secret themselves. Studio Microphone Part 2. The elder brother Amir, chasing wealth. Amir, the eldest, believed happiness lay in wealth. "If I have money," he thought, "I can buy anything my heart desires." So, Amir went to the city. He worked tirelessly, invested in businesses, and became one of the richest merchants. He had grand houses, servants, fine clothes, and rare jewels. Yet every night, Amir could not sleep peacefully. He worried about losing his wealth, feared thieves, and doubted the loyalty of those around him. One day, sitting alone on his marble balcony, Amir whispered, "Greater than, I have everything, yet why does my heart feel so empty?" Studio Microphone Part 3. The middle brother Bashir, seeking fame. Bashir, the middle brother, believed happiness was in fame and respect. "If people know my name," he thought, "I will never feel lonely." He became a great poet and storyteller. People gathered wherever he went, clapped at his words, and praised his talent. For years, Bashir lived in the warm light of admiration. But as time passed, younger poets appeared. Crowds grew smaller. Praise faded. Bashir found himself talking to empty rooms. At night, he lay awake thinking, "Greater than, they cheered for my words, but who cheers for my heart?" Studio Microphone Part 4. The youngest brother Camille, searching for purpose. Camille, the youngest, didn't know what to seek. He decided to travel, help others, and learn from wise people. He worked as a farmer in one village, taught children in another, healed the sick in yet another place. Camille never stayed long in one place, but everywhere he went, he made friends. People welcomed him into their homes, shared meals, and spoke of their joys and sorrows. Years passed, but Camille's face always wore a gentle smile. At night, he slept peacefully under the stars, listening to the wind. Studio Microphone Part 5. The brothers meet again. After many years, the three brothers returned home, their hair touched with gray. They gathered around the old wooden table where they once shared bread. Amir spoke first. "Greater than, I gathered riches, but they brought me fear." Bashir added, "Greater than, I tasted fame, but it left me lonely." Camille listened, then quietly said, "Greater than, I found peace, though I own little and few know my name." The other two stared at him, surprised. "How?" they asked. Camille replied, "Greater than, I simply shared what I had, helped those I met, and lived each day with kindness. The love I gave returned to me as peace." Studio Microphone Part 6. The secret revealed. The brothers remembered their father's words. At last, they understood. Greater than the secret to a happy life was not wealth or fame, but love, kindness, and living each day with purpose. Amir decided to open free kitchens for the poor. Bashir taught poetry to young children, inspiring them to dream. Together, the brothers transformed their father's old home into a shelter for travelers and orphans. And though they aged and their bodies grew weak, their hearts were light. They laughed together each night, and the village soon spoke not of their wealth or fame, but of their kindness. Studio Microphone Part 7. The legacy. When the brothers finally passed away, the villagers built a stone bench under a large tree. On it were carved these words: "Greater than, happiness grows not from what we take, but from what we give." Children sat on that bench and listened to the story of the three brothers. And so, the secret to a happy life lived on, in stories, in hearts, and in every act of kindness. Checkmark the end. Greater than moral. True happiness does not come from what we own or how many know us. It comes from sharing, helping, and living each day with love and kindness. If you'd like, checkmark I can also write. YouTube title, description, hashtags, keywords, subscription request. Just say, "Yes, do that too. Would you like me to?" Seedling.